Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 9 of the Diligent Wholesaler Facebook Live series. We have an incredibly special show in store for you today. Before I jump into that, I want to let you guys know that if you are looking for fully vetted, fully analyzed properties, whether it's multi-unit, single-family houses, anything, full rehabs down to turnkeys, give us a call right now, especially Evan at thediligenthwholesaler.com. Again, Evan at thediligenthwholesaler.com. We have on a consistent basis, week in and week out, new properties that we fully analyze for you. We'll show you the pictures, we'll show you our repair estimates, we'll show you every single thing down to cash flow per month, what we love about the property, even what we would be careful or what we hate about the property. We do all the analysis for you so that you can make a steady investment decision right there without doing all of your own work. We rely on trustworthiness, full transparency, and honesty because we know that if we can send you one good deal, you'll want to come back and do more deals with us. That's our entire mission. So, if you are interested, go to thediligenthwholesaler.com or email Evan, again at Evan at thediligenthwholesaler, or just leave a comment in the message box below here on Facebook and we'll be sure to reach out to you. So, today in episode 9, we're going to be discussing what we're focusing on in 2017. Specifically, how to make 2017 your greatest year yet. That's our goal every year. We want to be better. We're looking at 2017 and we are committed. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to describe today one of 5 of what we call our massive passive techniques. I'll let Wendell, the expert, come on in and tell you all about it, but we're going to be revealing the first technique on what we're going to be focusing on to retain this massive passive profit. So without further ado, I will kick it over to Wendell and take it away.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 9. So just like Michael Jordan was in '96, right, against the Utah Jazz, he has stomach flu, and yet, the Chicago Bulls still won the championship, right? So I have stomach flu right now, but I'm here for you. Why? Because, as John said, today it's a very special day because you will learn how to have massive passive profit. Okay, so the diligent wholesaler team, Evan, John, and myself, and our staff, are here to give you, something better than the championship, right? Because this, what you will learn, could potentially and will change your life, right? Okay, so without further ado, it's important that as a real estate investor, we're always thinking about how do I have passive income, right? Now, passive income to some might just mean have a rental property. And having a rental property to me is not, it can produce passive income, depending on how you set it up, but it doesn't produce massive passive profit, right? So a typical single family home will give you $200 a month cash flow, right? But you have to deal with tenants, toilets, contractors, termites, all these problems, right? Now, if you don't set it up properly, it's not really passive to begin with, and then you're only making $200 per month. So, I'm here to tell you 5 techniques that will beat out rental properties as a source of passive income. Okay, now, these are the 5 techniques, and Evan, can they see the...
Yep.
Okay,
Right
right, okay. CVP, okay. All of these are code word, are initials right now because I want you to attend the next week's, next couple of weeks episodes, because it is very, very important that you guys understand this. I will discuss technique number 1 right now, which is called CPP, and that stands for Credit Partnership Program, okay? Credit Partnership Program. So the way it works is really very simple. So if you have a credit score of 660 and above, you have a W-2, meaning a salary, of $50,000 a year or higher. Preferably, you have some cash in your bank account of of about 30,000 or higher, then you can become one of our credit partners. Okay? Here's the thing. Why do we need credit partners? Because, number one, we do a lot of lease options or rent to own, right? And we always need conventional financing because conventional financing right now, you can qualify for as low as 4.75% interest rate, 30-year amortization. I mean, the cash flow that we get from these properties are huge because of the good financing. But the downside of conventional financing is that you can only qualify for 10 mortgages. And since we buy, how many properties are we buying right now? Like easily 2 properties a week, right? So we cannot do it just based on our credit. So we need credit partners every single month, basically, right? So what's in it for you? As a credit partner, you will get $10,000, okay? So think about it, right? $10,000 at 0 down payment. So there's no cash needed from you, okay? But you can make $10,000 and it's totally passive. Why? Because, well, the definition of passive income is you get income for little to no work. Well, I have to admit there's some work required in here. And what's the work required? Submitting paperwork, right? So if you submit paperwork, your tax returns, your copies of your pay stub, copies of your bank statements, you submit the paperwork to my mortgage broker. My mortgage broker will check if you qualify. If you're qualified, then you can be our credit partner. So as a credit partner, you get $10,000 profit, 0 down payment. So calculate the return there. It's infinity, right? You invested 0, you get $10,000. That's infinity return, right? So so you have no cash at risk. All the cash at risk is our cash, not your cash. And you make $10,000 just by submitting paperwork to my mortgage broker. Now, the third benefit, which most people haven't considered, is that if you haven't done your first deal yet, you need to do your first deal so that you can qualify for easier financing. What do I mean by that? Well, we also broker hard money. We also provide gap funding, for example, for our diligent elite members. Not for everyone now, but only for our diligent elite members. So if you haven't done your first deal yet, we have some hard money lenders that can lend to newbies, but 99% of hard money lenders do not lend to newbies. You know, and why do you need hard money lenders? Well, hard money lenders lend money on properties that need work or need repairs. So if you want to be a flipper, you want to do a fix and flip someday, you cannot do that if you haven't done your first deal yet. Most of the time, okay? Whereas when you do this, right, you don't need experience. And once you sign up as a credit partner, now you have done your first deal already. And when you have done your first deal, then guess what? Hard money lenders will flock to you in droves, right? Even willing to lend you money at, you know, reasonable interest rate, you know, 12 to 15%. Well, to hard money lenders, that's reasonable. To the more experienced investors, you know, like us, they can lend money at a lower interest rate than that, right? But for you to succeed as a real estate investor, you have to be able to access hard money in addition to conventional financing, in addition to other forms of financing like seller financing, which is another topic altogether that we will discuss in future episodes. But for now, you know, let's focus on you being one of our credit partners. So again, if your credit is 660 and above, you make $50,000 a year or higher, you have cash in your bank account of $30,000 or higher, then you can sign up as one of our credit partners. Now, the $10,000, by the way, is given in 2 installments. $5,000 when you get the loan, you know, closed, and then the properties that we do, that we need credit partners for, are our lease option deals or our rent-own deals. And for that, we need about 2 years for the tenant buyer to qualify for a mortgage. So you get the other $5,000 2 years later. But all during that time, you are getting the benefits of owning a property, right? You get depreciation. You know, we will have a joint venture agreement where you get 20% of the depreciation. So if you have some, so you can use that to reduce your taxable income during those 2 years. Okay, and again, you have 0 money invested. You know, you're also getting the experience somewhat, right? Because you can monitor that property. because the property will be in your name, all right? And then, if the tenant buyer needs more than 2 years to buy the property, then you get 20% of the cash flow. That's huge. Again, that's income. And then once they qualify, you get $5,000, right? So your total profit is $10,000 per property, zero money invested. You get your first deal done. Once it's done, then you have, the whole world of financing opens up to you. And then, if worst case scenario that the tenant buyer needs more than 2 years, then your cash flow, you get cash flow 20% of what we receive. And the typical cash flow, average cash flow, I would say, is around $400 per month. So every quarter, right, you get what? 20% of $1,200. That's $240 every quarter, right? So that's basically free money for you investing your time upfront by being one of our credit partners. All right. So, are there any questions from the audience right now? None. Okay. So, with that, that's really what I want to talk to you guys about, is how to be one of our credit partners. So, and again, by doing it this way, this is totally passive, right? And $10,000. I mean, that's not an income that that you should, I mean, right now we have 2 properties, right? So 2 properties, that's 20 grand. If you can qualify to get to to be our credit partners for the 2 properties that we need credit partners for. So you submit the documents once, you make $20,000 at zero money invested. So with that, next week we will talk about this TD/MN. It's kind of secret right now. However, think about this. This is, again, passive, totally passive, okay? And what's cool about this is that you can earn 12% per annum on your retirement. That's right, 12% per annum. You earn that through your IRA, for example, or Roth IRA. And pretty soon that IRA will grow and grow and grow so that you can retire with a big chunk of cash, right? Or if you're already close to retirement age, if you know what this is, TD/MN, you can get 12% per annum and do it safely, right? So for example, if you have 500,000 saved up, the typical yield on a stock is what, like 1%, 2%, right? I mean 1%, 2%. How much is that? It's 10,000 a year, or is it? Yeah. So that's a mere $833 per month, right? I mean, that will not help you survive, right? But at 12% per annum, 500,000 will give you 5,000 a month. So think about that one, right? I mean, big difference, right? More than 5 times. So that's very exciting, and I will discuss that next week when you attend our next Facebook Live episode. So with that, I'll turn you over to Evan.
Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in for episode 9. We're almost at the double digits. We're going to keep pumping them out every week. Don't forget to go over to the diligentwholesaler.com to see the current deals that we have available right now. I know we've closed, since we've gone live with that website, I think on the website we have about 4 deals that are marked as sold right now. So as they come up onto the website, and you can see all of our numbers, our CMAs, our cash flow, our rehab analysis, what the current market rents are. You can see everything. Our comps, how close the comps are to that property. I mean, really, you can see everything. Since we've launched the website, we've turned over about 4 properties that as soon as they go up there, they come off very fast. The hottest deal we have on there right now that we actually have a contract out for, but we don't have a contract back on, is 8241 South Commercial. It's selling for $65,000. And it has a cap rate over 20% and a cash-on-cash return over 30%. I think it's 38%. So these are really, really great numbers that we have. And go over to our website. You can see all the numbers that we've done at the bottom of the page. And shoot us an offer. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next week.